Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back, Dirty Dan's. Wednesday morning and it's freaking cold as hell again, 18 below. Um, I want to paint my tailgate, but it's too cold. I've got a small window, uh, probably Friday, where it's going to be like -1, and that's not bad. I can paint in that. So, yeah, I'll do that then, I guess. I've got to do a parts run, some running around for my own shit, plus stuff for in here and pick up some parts for the truck. So the stores are going to be open pretty soon, another 45 minutes or so. I'm already jacked up on coffee and ready to go. So I'm going to fire up the truck there in about 20 minutes, let it warm up, and head into town. I've got half a dozen stops to make, and it's just a bunch of little stuff that's stopping me from completing jobs, fittings, lines, uh, little stuff. Not a lot of money. I'll probably spend almost as much on gas as I am on parts, but it's stuff I need and I got to get it. So yeah, I'm going to make my run, and when I get back, we'll see you back here and show you what I picked up and what we're going to do, and go from there. So stick around. All right, so I just got back from my little shopping trip, and for the most part, pretty successful. So I needed, like I said, a bunch of things to finish off certain jobs. One of the things I needed was sealed beams. Um, finding sealed beams now with just a three pin plug-in, not that easy anymore. This is for older stuff. Apparently, Jeep Wrangler still use these bulbs up until 2006. So yeah, found a couple in stock, picked them up, 20 bucks a piece, low high beam, right? Also, went out, got, I'm going to open this, I should have checked it first. These are my bumper bolts. I did decide to go with stainless, so I don't have to paint. Come on. Who wraps stuff like this? Anyway, there they are. 1/2 inch by 1.5 inch, stainless carriage bolts. So that's to finish off my bumper with that. Got another roll of masking tape so I can finish off the door rubber on the driver's side. Didn't have enough tape to do it. Picked up a gallon of reducer for my paint and another can of wax and grease remover. And then over here, I got a fistful of braided lines. There's 5 of them here, various lengths and with different ends on them and stuff. Figure this is the one I'm probably going to use. The reason being, well, it's long enough for one thing. Secondly, it's got this 90 on it. Plus it comes with the fitting. Go from, where is it? Yeah, that'll fit. Oh. Yeah, this one here will fit into the block, engine block, and then that just fits on here, and we should be good to go. So that's one end. Now the other end is a different story. I was just looking at it. You would think that this would probably just attach to the gauge. It does not. What's on the gauge is much smaller, so I need a different adapter to go from this size to that size. I'm going to bring in both pieces and we'll figure this out. But this is probably the line I'm going to use. What I don't use, I'm going to bring back to him. That's my friend Cooter. Thanks again, Cooter. And yeah, so good to go there. I also picked up some shiny new hose clamps, proper size for my heater hoses. And I got a couple of brass plugs to plug the old transmission line openings at the bottom of the rad. They still leak, so I picked up these. I'm going to put them in, and I got brass. I'm going to install them, put them in tight. Then I'm going to solder the damn things because I'm never going to use those lines again. I put in a remote oil cooler for a reason, and I think that there is a problem with that between the coolant and the transmission fluid, cooling portion of the rad. So I'm just going to block it off and done. So there you go. So with all these little pieces, I can go ahead and get a bunch of stuff done. We want to fire up the truck maybe Friday, Saturday probably. Friday I'm probably going to be painting and other stuff. So, but until then, I'm going to keep on prepping on things to, get it running, get certain things tested out, make sure headlights work and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so Saturday will be a pretty big day here. Yeah, and I'm just going to keep plugging away at all this little stuff. So apparently I got to do another road trip for another damn fitting. Story of my life. I just realized, I don't think I mentioned it, but that braided line I'm talking about is going to be for my oil pressure gauge. So going from the back of the block up to the, through the firewall into the gauge. Those lines are actually brake lines. They're same kind of line I used on my calipers for flex lines. But yeah, they work just as well for oil pressure as well. And it looks good. There's matches all the other braided lines I have under the hood. So it should be a good look. Anyway, I'm going to get on my bumper bolts, I think, and go from there. All right, so there's a couple of jobs I've crossed off my list that I was a little premature on. I shouldn't have crossed them off yet because I'm not completely done. One of those jobs is the front bumper. It's crossed off the list, but it's not finished. I have to swap out my bumper bolts yet and adjust it in and out. So because today was kind of a lost day with shopping and all that, I'm going to finish those little jobs that I already crossed off the list. And there's only a couple, not a big deal. So before I put these stainless bolts on, I'm going to polish them up a bit. Reason being, well, it's stainless, so you either got to go shiny or you got to go painted. That's the way I look at it. Dull stainless sucks. So I'm going to go ahead, polish them up real quick, and yeah, we'll just get after it. Okay. And this is just a regular polishing compound. I use it for everything, including that aluminum I did a while back. Let's see how this goes. A little compound on the wheel. All right, I'll show you the difference. So I think you can see that pretty clearly. There's a big difference. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead, polish up the rest, and then we'll swap them out. All right, so there we go. Brand new shiny stainless bolts. I think they look just fine. I've also adjusted the bumper out on this side and in a little bit on the other side. So that's where she's going to live. That's it. Also on top of that, I've also fastened from underneath the filler panel to the lower grill bar. I put five or so tapping screws, mostly in this section here. But anyway, it's fastened. Everything's solid and firm and looks good. Yeah, so that is officially crossed off the list now. Also, one of the jobs that I hadn't done before or finished was the second heater hose, this one here. I had only done the one. I was going to get back to it, but I didn't. So I also swapped out all the crusty looking hose clamps for shiny new ones. So that's a good thing. Now this is where, you know, you can get yourself into trouble and you cross something off the list that says you're done, but you're not. Let's say I'd fastened it to the manifold here, but I hadn't attached it at the heater core under the dash and forgot about it. You know, it's crossed off the list, forgot about it. And go to fire it up and test the heat and fill the truck up with antifreeze. That would really suck. So yeah, no more crossing off the list until the job is done. My mechanic buddy was here for a while this morning. He hooked up the electric choke, and he also put a horn in it. It's in behind the grill here. So that allowed me to go ahead and put my lid latch panel in. So I've got a couple of bolts left to put in. I just got to find some shiny ones. Got a bunch of rusty crap. I don't want to use that. So yeah, I'll dig up some bolts, finish bolting that in. What a difference it looks though. You know, the whole thing, it kind of finishes everything off. So I think it looks pretty snazzy. Anyway, got that. And one of the other jobs I had crossed off my previous list, not this one, was the windlace. I didn't do the passenger side yet, just the driver's side. So I started. I'm going to finish it off. It's already crossed off a list to go. So yeah, I got to get it done. It's so much easier to put it on with the door off. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead, finish that off, and then maybe tackle the other door rubber, the driver's side. And then I've really got to get after that tailgate. I got to scuff it and get it ready for prime and paint, because tomorrow's the last day I have available. It's going to like 30 below for a while, and I can't paint that too cold. So got to get that done for sure. Also, yeah, I was playing around with the, I bought a new lock with keys, but I didn't get the piece on the inside that retains it, that holds it in place. So I got to order that now. I was going to put it in, but can't put half a lock in, right? So yeah, I'll have to order that, get it in. Probably be in next week. But yeah, we're moving along. It's all good. Okay, this should be the last bolt I need. Almost done everything under here. Strap my battery down. Run that oil pressure line. Put the brake booster and master back together. There we go. Right on. Can't believe what a difference that panel makes. Unreal. Nice, I like it. Alright, so I also got my kick panels put in. One screw on each side, that's all it needs. So it's good. Fit nice and snug, look clean. I like it. So I can go ahead and cross that off my list as well. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and finish off that windlace. Not that I feel like it. It's a pain in the ass, that shit. But anyway, Yeah, we'll cross a few things off the list. So I'm looking here. I got okay, install the hood latch panel. That's one. My kick panels are in, so that's two. What else? Horn. Just cross that off, so that's good. So yeah, got three things done, plus finished things that I'd already crossed off the list, like I should, like bonehead, I shouldn't have. But anyway, we're good to go. Just gonna keep on rolling. All right, so there you have it. A whole bunch of little loose ends tidied up, finishing things off. Getting real close, man. I really want to fire it up this weekend. So yeah, only a couple little things left to do before I fire it up. I got to get that fitting that I need for the flex line for the oil pressure gauge. We have to figure out, like I said, there was a lifter noise, and I have to figure that out and get that fixed up. I think it's just probably an adjustment, but I'm going to finish off the rubbers first, and there's nothing to stop me from putting the right door on the passenger side. The drivers I'm going to leave off until I'm ready to put the seat in place. I don't want to have to fight with the door and the seat and everything else, so yeah, it'll be so much easier with the door off. I can get the door panel on and the handle and all that stuff on the passenger side, finish that door right off. Once I get that oil pressure gauge, we've got everything hooked up as far as the gauges go at the dash location. I just got to make my connection for the fuel tank, the sending unit. We're going to get it up in the air anyway because we're doing the e-brake cables. So yeah, got to get that done. I think that's the only two things left to do underneath. So yeah, get it up in the air maybe early next week, once after I fire it up. Yeah, so the list is it's coming down. It's coming down pretty good. So, you know, as far as the interior goes, there's not much there. Throw the seat in, put the headliner in, a couple of moldings, and that's it. Yeah, mechanically there's not a whole lot either. So we're good to go. Tomorrow I've got to spray that tailgate. It is howling wind out there right now, and it's blowing straight into the garage door. So I wouldn't have been able to spray today even if I wanted to. So so be it. But yeah, we'll get it sprayed tomorrow. Like I said, I won't have time over the next 2 weeks. It's supposed to be too cold, and you know, I want to have this thing done. So I got to spray it tomorrow. Period. Yeah. Headlights, no rush for that until I actually have all the ignition. I got 2 connections left to make under the dash, and we can bust this thing off. So yeah, that's all good. Bunch of little finicky things, that's it. So just gonna keep on plugging away. So if you like the content, please subscribe, tell your buddies, you know, share it, like the video, and don't be shy, leave comments. It's all good for the algorithm, and helps me out. If you do want to support the channel, you can hit the button, little menu button right beside where it says share the video, and if you press on that, the menu will open up. It'll say thank you or thanks or something like that. You click on that, and then you can buy old Dan a coffee or a beer or whatever, and any support I get, I truly would appreciate it. Thank you very much. And yeah, if you're not doing anything else, get out the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.